I went and got this tattoo because tonight is the night. The one we'll remember for the rest of our lives.
You were so getting dry fucked tonight.
Hey guys, Steak Sauce here from the Off the Grill podcast. Come on in. We're talking horror. I don't know. Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at one of these seminal slasher movies. I mean, it's probably miscorrectly attributed to by many as being the first slasher. I would definitely say inaccurately attributed to this movie. Nonetheless, it's a classic. Fucking John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, is it Donald Pleasence? What? What do you mean? It's Halloween. We're doing it. There's another one. There's more than one. And it's got this guy. All right. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Fuck. Sorry. It's 2007. Lots of shit going on in this world. Rob Zombie decides, hey, I'm going to make a Halloween movie. I'm going to remake one of the most fucking perfectly made horror movies of all time. And he goes ahead. What? Another one? Again, with this guy. You gotta be shitting me. How long did they? I mean, did they at least wait fucking 29 years? 11. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking today about 2018's Halloween. Or as it's been dubbed by several, Hollow Green, kind of playing on the name of the director, David Gordon Green. Regardless, it's made for between 10 and 15 million, but they got a pretty sweet fucking return. It made $255.6 million at the box office. I believe that's a worldwide number, but I don't know. Either way, it's great business, for an R-rated horror movie in the late 2010s. Are we going with 2010s? I don't know either. Fuck it. So this is a movie, just quickly, I saw, the opening, the Thursday late night, whatever thing. And I liked it a whole lot. Things have changed, I'll tell you that much. But, I mean, to get started with the good, I really like James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers in this. He plays him in all the unmasked scenes, and most of the in-mask scenes. Nick Castle did come back for the first time since 1978 to portray Michael in certain scenes for reasons. Courtney does a great job with the physicality, at least in my opinion. As far as just kind of the way he moves, it's just the way it's the same thing that people credit Kane Hodder for his portrayals of Jason Voorhees. That feels like Michael. And on top of that, he isn't 18 feet tall like my cocksucker from the Rob Zombie films. Myers, his characterization or whatever you want to call it, is far from perfect here, but very little of that is on James Jude Courtney. Speaking of unmasked Michael Myers, all those fucking freaks at Smith's Grove really creeped me the fuck out. The singing one especially. I like that they all freaked out when the interviewer pulled the mask out of his bag and, he's taunting Michael with it. And it's almost like they could kind of sense a rage manifesting within Michael. Maybe that's me reading too far into it. Although when you take that into consideration with some of the dialogue from the Halloween Kills trailer, maybe that's not such a good thing that they can sense the tension, because it almost makes it seem with, the shit from that trailer, I don't think this is terribly spoilery for that. That like Michael is literally not a human. Like he's like some kind of ghost or some fucking like horse shit. Like every time he kills, he gets. Shut up, Jamie. And, so the Officer Hawkins character, I liked him a lot too. Apparently they wrote him into the story as being the first guy on the scene at the end of the events of '78. They tracked him down, and they tracked Michael down, got him locked up. I thought he was a cool character. I wish he could have stuck around, to kind of be like the Sheriff Brackett of this continuity, but aren't allowed nice things. So it's something that I think upon release got a lot of shit from like old fans of the series. Was that little kid Julian, the blonde girl babysits him? I forget her name. They suck. We say that every episode, and you understand by now. But just for anyone new, I suck. But and they bitch about the kid because he's funny. I don't like comedy. I don't know. The comedy for me makes the horror, like when the horror happens, it makes it more fucking jarring and violent. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. I don't speak for everybody. But I don't give a fuck, man. I like this kid. He was absolutely hilarious. And he's one of the few really bright spots in this whole movie, like, to be totally honest. And to me, it's an accurate like portrayal of like the modern babysitting thing, relationship, or what have you. And it's pretty much the only instance, any of their interactions, the babysitter and Julian. It's the only times in the movie that the comedy actually like lands. So you got to give them credit for that, I think. And now, even though the Laurie Strode character is all wrong in this one, personally, for me, I think, but and shit can change over 40 years. I get it, but we'll get to that in the bad. Let's not fucking let's keep it upbeat here, huh? I think even though the character's not the way I would have liked her, Jamie Lee Curtis did a fantastic job at kind of portraying that. Portraying? What the fuck is wrong with me? One of these days, you're gonna end up fucking seeing like an unfinished episode, and it's just me because I had a stroke and the fucking sit in front of the camera. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job portraying that different kind of mentally broken Laurie Strode. And again, as much as I don't like that notion, especially the fact, we'll get to it. Just suffice to say, even considering I don't like it, Jamie Lee Curtis did a terrific job. And kind of on that same token, all the Strode girls were like well done, and even with their fault, the writing faults. Like, it's certainly nothing that's on, the fault of Judy Greer, Andy Matichak. It's not a very well written movie, but and I mean, listen, man. If nothing else, the movie looks fantastic. Look at the camera shots, the camera themselves, it's fucking clear. It's whatever. And all the other technical shit that I'm fucking too stupid to actually explain to you. I know it when I see it, but I'm dumb. And a matter of fact, I forgot to kind of throw this in there. With that, the movie making, everything looked great. It sounded fantastic. John Carpenter and his kid put a fucking hell of a soundtrack together. The score is perfect. But I mean, it's at least there's that. At least it looks good, and it's not really an expensive movie, so that's pretty fantastic. And holy shit, I forgot the greatest thing about this movie. Michael killed that fucking dance class kid. It was magic. I really liked that. It was fucking unexpected, totally. I'm always down for kids getting killed in horror movies. Don't do it in like fun family movies where, say, a young girl lives with her father in a funeral home, and she's got a dorky friend, and he's allergic to bees. But yeah. So yeah, that's really all I can think of that I liked about the movie. So I mean, let's fucking get into the bad man. The bad man, Homer Badman. I wrote down. I'm just gonna read this one off. It's funnier, I think, this way. LOL at the 15 fucking studio logos in the opening. Yeah, I was just like, Jesus, dude, it's been like fucking 2 minutes of just like, Miramax and Universal and Blumhouse and fucking one or two other ones at least. It's, their whole big fucking production thing. It's like, stop. Might have been fucking like Lionsgate, Anchor Bay somehow also in there. One of my biggest fucking gripes with this movie is all the bad characters in this fucking thing. And that's obviously on the writing, which, old fucking Eastbound and Down, he ain't got it. I don't care. But I mean, like that stupid, like the nice guy friend, Mongoloid ducky, Oscar. I talked about him a little bit because I was fucking annoyed to have to see him in Fear Street Part 2. And he didn't die in that one. Maybe that should have been up above or back there or back here. Here, I mean, nothing. But at least fucking Oscar gets killed in this movie. That kid should never live in a horror movie. Old fucking daddy peanut butter cock. That fucking, I got peanut butter on my penis. Now, a lot of people have a problem with that because, why would he say that in front of his daughter? What kind of people did you grow up with that you can't imagine someone just shouting that regardless of who's in the room? Fucking idiots. And whatever, it's just a fucking dumb thing to say. That's my biggest problem with it. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. Peanut butter on my penis. Listen, fucking Consufa Nusaphone is funny. This guy ain't. And again, that's probably writing. Mike Judge is a much better writer than fucking Eastbound and Down boy. Whatever the fuck his name is. I don't like the guy. Danny McBride. I finally thought of it. I don't like him. He can go fuck himself. Ooh. So that fucking fruitcake boyfriend with the really stupid cheekbones. I know, I'm just jealous because I'm fucking all my fat hides burning. No. He was just kind of a little fucking FF. We'll say that to, hold up my reputation, I suppose. But like he's just kind of stupid. He's a douchey bad boyfriend, and he just like they forgot to write him into the movie past the dance. But he's a dick. He doesn't want to go to the dinner or whatever the fuck, and he's kissing some other fucking chick who's bad looking. I know they're not casting teenagers in this fucking movie, so I'm safe. I hope. He's just a dick, and then he throws the fucking phone in that yogurt. Is that Activia product placement? Do you think? What the fuck was that anyway? Also, let me know, because I have no fucking idea what that could have been other than just, hey, we got a yogurt. But I don't know how the fuck that situation didn't turn violent when he threw that fucking phone in there. I don't know anyone, especially like a young, like fucking high school aged chick that's not gonna like try to claw your fucking eyes out for doing something like that. It's kind of silly to me. I mean, the two fucking the cop dorks. Yeah, you get a bad meat sandwich. Yeah, well, I don't like that. I like brownies. Fucking awful. Are you serious? No, they're just talking about whatever. It makes it look like it's, fucking just real low key. Shut up. And then, probably the worst fucking character of all, Dr. Sartain. And even aside from Laurie going, oh, you're the new Loomis. This guy sucked. He had a chance to be good. He was good at first. Like, all right, cool, yeah. Fucking Pleasance died. I get that. So, it's likely that Samuel Loomis would have died. I get, and if or he just would have got him back in Smith's Grove and retiring. I don't think Donald Pleasance sounds like that at all. Sorry. And, so Sartain took over. He could have been just basically the new Loomis, but you have her say that, and then you fucking give that big reveal. Wow, look, I'm crazy. I want to know what it's like to kill. I could be just like Michael. Ugh. Wow, you shocked us. You fucking killed what could have been a great character to fucking use this piece of shit character for another 5 minutes. Because even that would have been more interesting as a continuation to have him I don't know, maybe not done that with Allison in the car, and so fucking he just pretends like he doesn't know anything. Whatever. We ain't fantasy booking here. The character sucks. Had potential. They fucking ruined it. Fuck them. Fuck these writers. Ugh, man. And I question though, did they write these fucking characters this bad on purpose? It's mind blowing. How hard is it just to write not even likable characters, just not ones that you don't actively root against? And even characters that are mostly well written come off extremely cunty for no reason. I talked about it a little bit. Allison, after basically begging fucking Karen to invite Laurie to dinner, they have that whole fucking that scene where it's like it when Laurie was in class, but now it's Laurie standing outside. As but yeah, she's cunty, but then she fucking freaks out on Laurie going, you need to get over it. Yeah, so what? Someone tried to kill you and a couple friends died. I had a fucking trigonometry today. It's okay, why? And she just gave you $3,000. Just say, we love you, sweetheart. You old grandma, you. Try not to be so crazy, but if you can't not be crazy, that's okay. And it also just another little gripe with fucking Allison. The way she uses the word grandmother, did you invite grandmother? Ugh. I'll say, it's my grandmother. You don't ever refer to your grandmother as just, that's grandmother. And again, that's more on the writers and the actors, but regardless, I fucking hate it. But even Laurie Strode was ruined in this movie. In 78, Laurie, she was portrayed as a smart, resourceful woman, so she kind of stayed one step ahead of Michael. She apparently used those fucking smarts to stay in fucking Haddonfield for 40 motherfucking years. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, but don't worry, folks. She's also some kind of fucking super soldier. That's right. What you guys don't see is how many times she's watched the Rambo movies while enjoying a gallon tub of Activia. Give me a fucking break. And also, when the fuck did Michael Myers become the Terminator? Especially if we're going on this new continuity where only 78 happened. as far as this timeline goes, he killed his sister as a 6-year-old, and then only went after Lori and Annie and fucking Tootsie and whatever. Leave me alone. Linda. That's the third one. He only went after those three because he became fascinated with Lori after she dropped the key off at his house and he was inside. He saw her. The only reason he went after all three of them is because Annie had to open her mouth like a fucking mouthy old broad. They most likely would have been safe had she just kept her mouth shut. In all honesty. This notion that Myers just needs and wants to kill, it doesn't match the character. He became that in a way, but that was, fucking the other timelines. It doesn't fit here with just that first one. Also, as far as that bathroom scene goes with the podcasters, there's nothing on this fucking earth in any language anybody could say to me that would convince me that Michael Myers would waste the time of extracting teeth, regardless of how he does it, whether he just fucking smashes out a dude's mouth or, whatever. There's nothing that's going to convince me he would do that just to, look, I'm spooky. It's not a bad idea as it means to invoke creepiness for some kind of a killer, but it ain't Myers, and you can't tell me that it is. Oh, and Michael didn't kill that fucking baby when he went on his little rampage through the neighborhood. Anyway, let's just, let's move on. I've said my piece, I think. Let's take it to the MVP. Got to give this one to Judy Greer as Karen Strode. As much of a bitch as she was at times, I definitely can sympathize to a pretty large degree with her upbringing, and definitely get growing up bitter or resentful or whatever. But having that upbringing ultimately be the thing that kind of saves her is pretty sweet. It's kind of it's some kind of thing. I like it. I don't know. To me, that's a little piece of decent writing. So maybe let's get the MVP spotlight. So fuck it. Also, that as cheesy as that line may be, I can't do it, and she's gotcha. I dug that a little bit. That popped me for sure. But as far as death of the movie goes, kill of the movie, I say a different thing each time. It means the same thing. Kill of the movie. It's got to be Oscar's death.
Their beautiful bodies got me all chubbed out, Allison. Allison, please. They were feeding me guacamole in all these sexy ways. Not my... Happy Halloween, Miss Jellrod. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trespass on your yard and shit, man. I was just trying to take a shortcut with a really pretty girl, and I just really like her, man, and I thought that she liked me too, and have you ever really liked a girl and you just couldn't have her? I'm sorry, man. I'll peace out of your hair, man. Thank you for just... Hey, where'd you go, man? You're acting like really sketchy right now. I don't... what's up? I'm leaving, right? I don't... Oh my God! Please, somebody please help me! Please, somebody help me!
Oscar, come on!
Please, dear God! Please, help me! Help me! Please help me!
Oscar!
It's not terribly creative. You don't see a whole lot, which you really don't see a whole lot at any point in this movie, which I actually kind of like. But I hate this guy. The man's face. I feel bad that I shit on him every chance I get, but he really is irritating to me. I don't like his voice. I don't like the way they've fucking cast him to act. I don't like his face. He looks like Rocky Dennis. So it was nice. He died, and it made me feel good. But what did you guys think? Who was your MVP? Who was your kill of the night? As well as, what did you guys think of this movie itself? Has it changed from when you first saw it, potentially opening weekend or thereabouts, and then repeated watches? Jesus Christ. Just, let me know. And obviously, don't forget, you can pick up some merch. You can pick up the pretty much anything that Teespring sells with the podcast logo on it. A couple podcast variants, a couple different shirts. And if you want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/offthegrill podcast. And you can sign up. I have a couple different tiers for different fun things. But before I go, I do want to thank all my patrons. Big Crack Rock, Hey, Isn't That Devon Graham, Christian Hannah Horror, S'mores Indoors, Nick Ridza, Jay the Stingray, Jess Graham, Oric145626, Daniel Shine, Lauren Dixon, Mr. Bombastic, Retro Cack, The Daily Ghost, Slaughterport, and Ben Yukonevich. But that'll do it for me this week, folks. Take care. Remember, Iris loves you.